Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be testing out the new Huda Beauty Easy Bake Setting Powder in Ube Birthday Cake. You've probably seen this powder all over your timeline, your feeds by now. And I was really contemplating if to buy this powder or not. I'm like, I don't know if it's just a trend or if it was a new product that would actually work. We're going to run through the information of the setting powder, but I also want to compare it to a pink powder that I already own just to see if I do see a difference. Now, if you watched any of my makeup tutorials before, you know that I use the setting powder faithfully and I use it in the shade Cinnabon. This setting powder I love so much because it's so smooth and it's not as dry as some other setting powders. For example, the Laura Mercier is like really drying underneath my eye, especially because I am someone who has dry skin already. I kind of have to be careful with what kind of setting powders that I do choose to use. So let's open this up and see what we're working with. So already the packaging is completely different. Okay, so right off the bat of opening this up, I know there's a lot of complaints about the setting powder having a scent. This one, it doesn't bother me. I feel like, to me, this is not strong, but as soon as I opened this one up, the scent hit me right away. So it is a little bit stronger than this one. Yeah, this definitely has a very like fragrance, like perfume fragrance kind of smell. To me, it smells good. I don't mind the scent at all. Another thing that I noticed, this one comes with the net, the same as the original, but the caps are different. So as you can see, like I like to pour the powder in here to get it on my powder puff, and I won't be able to do it with this one. I mean, I can, but it's probably going to get really messy. This one, when I pour it in, I just pour it back in and everything is fine. Along with the powder, she also came out with a lip gloss and a blush in the same ube color. The color is described as a lilac, which is completely different than the pink powders that we're used to seeing. So in the blush, just from looking it up online, I felt like it was very cool toned, so I decided not to purchase that. And instead, I got the strawberry cream blush, which is a little bit darker. I feel like that will work a bit better on my skin tone. The blush retails for $23. The powder retails for $39. So I already have all my cream products on, so we can go ahead and put on the blush. This blush also has a scent to it, but it's like a very kind of fruity scent. And this blush is supposed to be buildable, so let's see what kinds of pigmentation we get out of it. Yeah, so we're gonna need a lot more than 2 dots. I started off with 2 dots because if you have used the Juvia's Place blushes, that one tiny dot gives you a lot of product, but you're gonna have to go in with a few more dots on this one. So as I'm blending this out, it's a very subtle kind of peachy pink. Now, if I had went with the ube color, it probably would have came out a lot more like brighter and ashier on my skin tone. Yeah, this is very subtle. Like I don't feel like I'm doing too much. It just gives a nice little like flush to the skin. So I don't know if I should add more because I don't want to be, I think that's good enough. Now just to do my normal concealer steps, I'm going in with a lighter concealer right in the corner of my eyes to blend into the blush. I'm going to try to see if we can get a couple comparisons on the screen. So this is my face without any powder. On my left side, I'm going to use the Ultra Pink setting powder by One Size. So here's the pink side that I am applying. I'm just going to say right off the bat, I don't, this is one of those powders that I bought because it was trending. Everybody was talking about the pink powder, but as far as the smoothness of this compared to my normal Huda Beauty powder, it's a little patchy. You can see as I'm pressing it in how it's kind of leaving those streaks there. My Huda Beauty one doesn't do that. This is the One Size Ultra Pink on this side. And now we're going to go in with the new Huda Beauty Ube. And I'm interested to see how the pigment is different. And assuming that this is the same formula, we should be able you should be able to see like how smooth it goes on. I don't know if this is a new net, as I feel like it's not coming out as easily as the original packaging. As I suspected, much smoother. You can definitely see that purple in there. Let me let this sit for a little while and then we'll come back, wipe it off, and then see if we see a difference. Okay, now that this has been sitting for a little while, we can go ahead and dust it off. You guys tell me what you think in the comments below. I feel like the pink side kind of just like absorbed my concealer, but I do see a brightness on this side, and I also feel like it blended in with the blush much nicer. And I feel like the blush kind of got lost on this side. I also feel like I don't know if it's just me, like does my face not look like a little bit more snatched and pulled together on this side? I'm just gonna go ahead and finish off my powders, and I'm gonna add the Uba back on top of this pink side to see if I can even it out, and then I'll come back with my final thoughts. Okay guys, so I'm back. I evened out both sides and I added a little bit of blush to the top. I went through my blushes and I found this Juvia's Place Volume 4 blush, the dual one. Yeah, so this color right here is pretty similar to the ube color. Like, look at this. And just from trying to swatch that on my cheeks, the color was very like ashy. So I made the right decision of not going with that blush color. But the warmer pink I did use at the top here, so that's the color that you see. Overall, I feel like this is giving the kind of brightness that your setting powder is supposed to give. I will probably use a cinnamon bun with the ube on top. Now, do you need two pink powders for a pink and a purple powder? I think that depends on your skin tone. I see a lot more color payoff and effect with this lilac color than I do with the pink. And if we're talking about from a brand and formula standpoint, the One Size is a lot more grainy to me, and the Huda Beauty is a lot more fine milled. This kind of reminds me, the dryness that this gives me reminds me of the Laura Mercier, and this one is definitely a little bit more hydrating for my skin. When you have a dry skin, you don't want to like bake for too long because then you will pick up all that texture. As I was showing you how patchy it was like while it was sitting there. So yeah, I kind of feel like I can get rid of this now. Now that this is here, I think I can get rid of this. So I do think that it's worth the purchase because I do feel like my face is a lot more like snatched and pulled up compared to just using my regular Cinnabon, which just gives me like that nice like flat canvas. So the brightening effect is there for sure. I hope this video helped you make a decision if you were contemplating to buy the new Huda Beauty Uba setting powder. As far as the blush, I do like the color. It's very subtle. I can't say that I see it through the blush that I put on top. Without powder blush, I did see it. So if you wanted to use this for like an everyday, just like simple, I'm running to the store kind of look, then this would definitely work compared to like the Juvia's Place one that gives you that crazy pigment. Yeah, so this is more, I would definitely consider this for an everyday kind of use situation. So I hope you guys liked today's video. Make sure you like, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.